Welcome to News from Edgemont. This is the update. I am Donovan Saadiq. Wow, blockbuster, blockbuster. My last video I put up, wow, the response was incredible. I had candidate for District 3, Mildred Millie Bailey, on the show, and we were interviewing. And I didn't put the whole interview up, I just gave you the intro. Please bear with me, the editing takes longer than the actual interview, but there was a lot of telling questions and a lot of people were just shocked. I don't know why people are shocked, because I've invited all candidates to come and deal with the real questions, because we don't want to hear your prepared statements. And as a neighborhood of Edgemont, to which I live, we are going to be the deciding factor, because there's not really much left to talk about in this city in the election. So if you're running for mayor, we want to hear what you got to say. And if you are running in Edgemont, which we have disgraced Victoria Baca, and we have incumbent LaDonna Jimson, we want to hear what you've accomplished in the 2 years since the recall. Victoria Baca said when she left in disgrace, "I'll be around. You'll see me. I'll still be an advocate." Yeah, she was an advocate, all right. An advocate for the World Logistics Center and her boss, Highland Fairview. I haven't seen her accomplish anything else in the district, and I've been here, as a lot of people know, working with Ms. Jimson. Now, as far as Ms. Jimson's concerned, it's been a year since we were approved street repairs and things that were approved last year. It's been officially a year yesterday. And I wrote Ms. Jimson an email, and I just wanted an update. Now, Edgemont, we've been very, very patient over here. It's been 30 years and nobody wants to do anything for Edgemont. So being an original kid here from Edgemont that's not all grown up, I'm not as patient as my parents were. And I refuse to be put off and be taken advantage of, because this city has a habit of taking money that is supposed to go to Edgemont or to the water district and giving it to Edo projects or to other areas of the city. We're not taking that anymore. So I wrote an email asking for an update. And the response I got was nothing of what I asked. I know what's going on with the water project. I was there. Ms. Jimson is saying, well, the communication between the water department and the city was non-existent until I got elected. Well, what Ms. Jimson has forgot to tell you guys is in that email, and when she responded back to me, was she didn't tell you who briefed her on the water issue in Edgemont, because she didn't have a clue. And if you don't know who briefed her, you're looking at him. It was I and another lady named Maddie Lopez, who's also a longtime Edgemont resident, lives in the district. But why didn't she tell you that? But yet she's going to respond with an email that says it was non-existent until I showed up. There's something about these seats when they become on the council, they think that they know better than we do. The last I checked, you work for me. I have every right to ask you. It's been a year. You've given us no updates. Nothing. There's nothing I can tell my neighbors when they're asking me, well, when's the slurry seal going to happen? When's the construction going to happen? But yet LaDonna Jimson, who should be on the school board, because she knows a lot about what's going on over there in the school board since she's best friends with Denise Fleming, she can tell you about when the Edgemont construction project is going to go and all these other things. And I'm not trying to, throw dirt or anything, but, it was just a simple question. Now, if there was anybody else, I think you would get an update, unless it's Victoria Baca, because she didn't tell us nothing. So, goes back to what I was saying about this show. I do this show for those of you who watch, and I put up information because the problem with our neighborhood is we are taken for granted. And we don't say much over here because we're an older neighborhood. And because we're an older neighborhood, we have a lot of patience. But again, I'm a child that has grown up and I'm a full-grown man now. And I don't have the patience of my parents. I want to know what's going on. And that's why one of the reasons I do this page, because we are getting candidates and people that don't have our interest at stake. People always ask me constantly, well, how can we get rid of you? what can we do? Well, one thing you can do is stop taking money from Highland Fairview. The second thing you can do is put your neighborhood and the city before your own interests. A third thing you can do is do your job. You work for us. We don't work for you. So when we ask you a question, please just give us an answer without the sarcasm. You are not the save-all savior. Victoria Baca thought that. She was recalled. Anybody can be beaten at any given time. I just want to put that out there. Anybody can be recalled. Yes, Ms. Jimson right now is facing re-election and she's going around to all the businesses asking for their support. She needs money. But you know what? You have a job to do too. Why aren't you talking about that? And don't get me wrong, this is not personal, but I have been talking about 360 degrees of association. LaDonna, by Denise Fleming and her friends' own admission, they're best friends for life. Goes back to Cheryl Brown. All these people are connected. Victoria Baca and LaDonna started together in the same Democratic club until Victoria Baca broke off. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. But before I forget, I have Felipe over here on the green screen. Belle the Wonder Dog is there. We have still a lot of problems in the animal shelter. If you have an animal or are looking for an animal, or if you've lost your animal, please check the animal shelter. But big blockbuster. We've upgraded the stuff. This is quick. Millie Bailey came on the show, a lot of stuff, and thank you, Millie. Please, you are welcome to come back anytime. We asked her some pretty tough questions. I identified her as a former Highland Fairview employee, and we're going to get into that in the interview to why she's not a Highland Fairview employee, but she wants to represent District 3. And it's a great interview. I ask you guys to come back. Please have some patience. The editing takes longer than the actual interview. A few other things going on. The weather's been great. You guys be safe out there. We are digging. The investigation of Victoria Baca by the FPPC is still ongoing, and yet she's going to run for District 1 seat. We need a change in this city. I do this page so that we can be informed. I have updated you guys more so than LaDonna Jimson. After a year of being patient to ask, what is the status of the road repairs? A year? Really? But that's the answer we get. I'm Donovan Saadiq. This has been Update. Have a great weekend. We're out. Felipe, check out this video.
Senator Grubin.
Jimmy.
Handsome fox.
I know. How's my favorite lobbyist, Jim?
I can't complain. Good. What took you so long, huh?
Ethics committee hearings.
You gotta get one of those poker apps on your phone.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking.
1334?
Yeah. We've got Senator Beasley on there. Dude's right. That's a solid pick.
Speaking of the right pick.
Ben Affleck.
Great chin.
Yeah, fantastic chin.
Epic chin. You guys perfect for Batman is 90% chin anyhow.
So anyway, about 1334.
I understand. You hate it. Your constituents hate it. I hate it. Everybody hates it. Freaking Ben Affleck hates it. But listen, my client's hot for it.
It's gonna be a tough sell. You know, it is an election year. I'll just do the addendum play. You know, attach to some popular bill.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Voted rider, we're gonna sneak this thing in.
Right.
Via a series of, procedural parlays.
Vis-a-vis, whatever.
Right.
Oh, man.
Beasley!
And what's this nonsense I hear about that bill with,
1334, right? Yeah.
You know, the public hates it.
That's what I said, but we promised.
Ah, there you go. That's your problem. Never make a promise, right?
I was watching Miley Cyrus twerk. I think I can twerk.
2016, gentlemen.
2016, Beasley, you can seat up.
Well, I'll give my seat one for me.
Get your seat warm for you when you get out.
Hi. I have something to say. Actually, about that bill. I have these petitions